back to knitting with metal. As you probably know, I tried doing this yesterday and it failed because I did not have service. So, luckily, I stopped in an area that I have service. So, hooray! We can do this. So, let's get started with inviting people. It's definitely crazy just how like some areas have just terrible service. But what are you gonna do? Especially like that was right after the hurricane, so you know that probably did not help any cases. Alright, so we're just inviting a whole bunch of people. Don't even know if any of these people are even on right now, so this could be like wasted effort. I try to get pretty far down the list just because I don't want to just keep inviting the same people. I want new people to come on. Alright. So, let's make sure, of course, that the video posted let's see here. There we go. Alright, so let's turn off the sound because we don't need any back and forth here. And we are copying the link and posting it to groups. Alright, then we are going to copy and post. So we're just posting to a few groups, and then we'll get started on continuing our bracelet. I'm not sure, because we're probably going to be finished with it, depending on how big this secret compartment type thing is. But hopefully we'll be finishing with it tonight. But if we end up finishing early, I honestly don't know what I'm going to be doing. So, just so everyone knows, this is the bracelet we made so far. And what I'm planning on doing is putting on a sheet of chainmail that can roll up and hold like a piece of paper. That's what I'm planning on, anyways. I don't know if it'll work. We'll see. So, this is, of course, knitting with metal. And the reason it's called that is because, like knitting, chainmail uses patterns, and they both take a long time. So, I decided to make this live so that I could have easy-ish coverage, like just something that I can do fairly easily. So I get a little bit more content than my one day a week videos. So, this down. Yes, okay. So for this, we are going to go with a sheet. So 4-in-1. I believe it's called European style, but I'm not sure. I think it's European. But 4-in-1 sheet that we're going to have be able to roll into itself and hold like a piece of paper. So then this bracelet can hold secret messages. So how's everyone doing tonight? Hopefully good. Oh, let me say hi to chat so then I can actually see it. Apparently that's a thing. Nope. Hello. Chat. Chat. Good. And send. See? I didn't see these people coming on and watching. So, see that? Now I wave to people. I don't understand why that's a thing, but it is. So, I need to deal with it. Great. That's alright. It's like the want for the invite all button. I would love for there to be invite all button, but nope. You gotta go through a whole list. I would rather be doing this directly onto YouTube. But apparently, because I'm using my phone as a camera and not like a computer or something, I have to have, what was it? I think like 1,000 subscribers or something like that, or X amount of views. It's crazy. I don't know. But that's apparently what you need in order to stream live on YouTube. So right now, all we're doing is we're taking 4 rings and we're closing them off. And then we are putting them all onto one ring to rule them all. No, just one ring in order to make the 4-in-1 pattern. So, once we have those, I'm thinking of doing like a 4, maybe 5 long strand. So, as you can see, we got 4 onto 1. So I'm thinking, like I said, I think 5 long. I already have 3 so far on my leg. I know that's not very visible, but that's where they gotta go in order to make sure I keep the pattern. This is one of the ones that if you move it or if you pick it up, and you don't know, like you haven't done it a lot, you can lose the pattern really quickly. And it can screw up the entire thing. You get flipped chain, you get chinks, and just like holes, massive holes in your chainmail. And then you have to go back and figure out, okay, where did I screw up? But yeah, I'm very glad that I have service now. Just because I'm trying to keep to my schedule, and it's really hard to do that if the day that I try to do this ends up being a wash because of no internet connection. And I should have 1, 2, 3, 4. I should have recorded some because I didn't have internet, so I might as well use that time. But no. Procrastinating Pat procrastinates, apparently. I really need to stop doing that. This is already starting to turn into a long week. Basically left Sunday, and then I got back Wednesday, but they sent me right back out on Wednesday, so I don't expect to be back until like Sunday, possibly Monday, because I only have 13 hours left. On my 70. Just in case people don't know, 70 hours is how long a truck driver has for the week. We can do 11 hours a day, maximum, of driving. so now I'm starting to connect these. So once you get the 5-in-1 pattern, you basically just connect them with one. So here's the first four, and then the second four, and there's the middle one. Alright, so now we're going to continue, and we're going to make a long line of them. Right now I'm just trying to line them up so that they mesh together. Like I said, this is one of those patterns that if you aren't careful, it will move on you. So now we have one more for this line. Sometimes just throwing down the pattern will let it go where it wants to go, and then it'll arrange itself basically. Alright, so this is the last one. Okay. That one apparently did not want to be in this pattern, so it's just gonna fly off there. That's cool, I'll step on it later. It's always the worst. Always the worst. Alright, so now that we have this line, now we need to build it up so that it becomes a sheet. So now we're going to be bringing it out. And then when we connect it to this, I'll probably center it up onto a square, so it'll be on a square, and then it'll roll out onto your hand and wrist, and then you can roll it back up with the sheet of paper. Because why not? So there's one line. Now I need to get a second line. I think I was a little too ambitious with the 5. But we'll see how it goes. I really do need to make one of these sessions a ring closing session where we're just closing rings. But I definitely need either a lot of just prepared subjects to talk about, because it's an hour long and it's literally me doing this the entire time. Not even having a pattern, not even be able to show you guys anything. So, like, it would be pretty boring. So without anything to talk about, or at least, like, chat to, like, liven it up, that'll be a boring show, to say the least. So I might end up doing it eventually, but I'm trying to put excitement kind of in doing chainmail and not, kill it straight out. Straight out the gate, just dead. That is not what I'm trying to do. Oh, someone's doing something. Hearing alarms and stuff. I'm actually sitting at the place that I'm supposed to be at. And it's it is what it is. I'm delivering tomorrow at like 6. So, fairly early morning. After this, I need to do at least some videoing. I can't do it all tonight, but that is definitely something that I need to do. Alright. So now we're going to start attaching these to the bigger piece. And again, the 4-in-1 is fairly simple. It's just aggravating if you have it, like, not on a table or something flat. Because each of the rings moves independently. So you can very easily accidentally put your ring through the wrong ring. And then it starts doing funky things. But so far we've got this. So now that we have two here, we've been putting them up on the bottom, but now that we have two, we also have to take into account the side. Let me see if I can get this so I can show you guys what I mean by that. So you can see these two are what I just put on. So now I need to connect these two together as well. And see, I think I've already messed up here. Because I've got overlapping rings. So now I need to push it over to the side by one. So then I won't have overlapping rings. So, there. So when you're putting them in, you need to make sure that you skip one. So it looks like it has a gap, but you're going to fill in that gap with a ring. That's just going to connect them all there. So every ring has to basically have 4 rings connecting it. If it has less, then you missed one. If it has more, then you added, you put it on too much. There we go. Now we've got partial sheet. And if you're just joining, hello. We are doing kind of a weird spy-like thing. we are making a note carrier for this bracelet. This is what we made last week. So, I'm making a note carrier for it. Why? I don't know. Just because. Because I felt it needed it. But yeah, I'm super glad that tonight was a little bit better as for service wise. Because that would have been really bad if I had gone to another place that just had terrible service. At that point, I don't know what I would do. It'd be easy to say that I wouldn't do it this week, but trying to keep a semi-decent schedule so that you all know when I post, because apparently, and this is news to me, apparently there's something wrong with YouTube right now, where apparently if you you have to like unsubscribe and then subscribe again to fix it. But basically, a lot of people's YouTube views have been down because YouTube, for whatever reason, stopped showing them. So like they stopped notifying people because they either unsubscribed them or changed their notification settings. And apparently it's basically happening to everyone on YouTube. So, if you're, viewing this, then just make sure that you go through all your subscriptions and unsubscribe and then resubscribe, because basically YouTube broke itself. I mean, I even noticed a bit of a fluctuation with my views as well. I was getting like 20 views per video, just about. Then it dropped down to 6. So, luckily, most of my advertisement comes from Facebook and Twitter. That's what I post on. And Instagram. I do that as well. Although I've been really bad at posting pictures on Instagram. Uh, I don't do enough work, I guess, to like do random pictures while I'm doing my projects. And honestly, I don't even think about taking pictures while I'm doing my projects unless I'm like at a stopping point, and then I'm like, oh yeah, I should probably take a picture, huh? So I'm just really bad at doing that, and I am sorry. I'm really bad at promoting myself in general, but I try. Like, I think once I start on the amulet that I'm wanting to make, um, once I start on that, I think I'm gonna do that mass posting where I message everyone on their messenger. I haven't done that in a while, so just heads up, guys. I have noticed a lot of people started following my channel. See, this almost tricked me. See the problem? um, this is the problem of holding it up uh, instead of laying it down. So, to me and you, it looks like I screwed up and put it up here. But it's just twisted. That's just an example of how sometimes, and it almost tricked me. It almost tricked me. That's why I stopped talking. I was like, wait a second. Something doesn't look right here. Um, but yeah, for following for Facebook, how does that work? Because does Facebook just notify you of things that I post? I always wondered about that. Because you're not friends. It doesn't put them on your friends list, but it puts it on a followed list. So I was just wondering how that type of setup worked. Alright, I think we have one more, and then we can start on the next row. I keep hearing voices. I don't know where they're coming from. Ba 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 bum. But in any case, how's everyone doing? Hopefully well. It's been a pretty decent week. Other than that hurricane coming through, I don't think anything really happened much. I ended up having to drive through that. That wasn't too bad, but other than the closed roads, I think that was the only issue. Was that there was a lot of closed roads because of downed trees. Now, is it me, or was there like a lot of like like a lot more down trees than normal? Cause like I remember in years past, now this might age me, I don't know, but didn't they used to like pre-cut limbs and stuff before hurricane season to kind of like stop um stop trees from falling down on power lines and whatnot? Because there seem to be a lot more power outages, and they seem to be lasting a lot longer because there's a lot of damage, obviously. But it just seems a lot more than usual. Uh, but maybe I'm just remembering wrong. But I didn't see them pre-cutting trees. Maybe they were, and maybe I just work too much on highways that don't really have trees. That could be it. Let me know what you guys think, or what you guys saw. Comment or live chat, that's fine. Either one. But yeah, I ended up on a like it was a forking road, but there was like three other roads that I could go onto. Um, Two of them were blocked off by cops, presumably because they were, blocked because of the trees. And that's all fine and dandy. So I go down the third one, the middle road, shall we say, and I end up having to stop because there's a tree that's literally across the road. Like, cars can go underneath it, but I can't. So I had to back up and figure out where I was going from there. Speaking of going from, so now we have somewhat of a sheet. I think two more rows will do it. But yeah, the storm was pretty. It was all right to drive in. There was only a few times that it kind of uh, like pushed me around. I've got to be careful about stuff like that because, like, the lighter I am, the easier it is for the wind to push me. And it feels a lot different than in a car, that's for sure. Look at me acting all like I'm making talking about the weather all exciting. Clear signs of antisocial behavior. Only talks about the weather. But there aren't a lot of people watching, so basically I'm just talking to myself. Which is why I keep saying that I want to change this to half-hour spurts. How how even, let's see how much time we've already accumulated here. Yeah. So, right on schedule, it starts dropping. So, I keep saying it, but I might be actually doing it. I might be changing these to uh, 30-minute sessions. Just because it's if the views aren't there, why continue? Like, I would rather have stopped 10 minutes ago. So 30-minute session that would have maybe gotten us to like here ish. Um and then do another 30-minute session tomorrow or whatever. So I'm definitely thinking about that. Let me know what you guys think, either now in live chat or even in the comments. Let me know what you guys think about switching these to 30-minute sessions, because A, it's a lot for me to be trying to talk for an hour, just straight out. It's a lot. Um, that even shows it's a lot. And then B, it's a lot for you guys to be watching for an hour. So I honestly think I'm gonna be switching it to 30-minute sessions. Now that does mean that we aren't gonna get as much done. Um, because that's why I thought like an hour is pretty good, because it gives me a decent amount of time to uh, get everything set up and actually start, like, we can actually start seeing the pattern. Um, so, and we get a decent amount done. But if I do 30-minute sessions twice a week, A, um, it'll make sure that you guys have the ability to watch and don't get bored. Because, like I said, an hour is pretty brutal on you guys as well. It's not just me. And two, it gives me an excuse to keep the camera out and actually do some freaking work for my channel. Instead of, oh man, I need to do this, and then not getting it done. So maybe that'll give me a little bit more of an incentive to go, okay, let's actually do this. Because sometimes it's tough. It's tough to just get the motivation to get something done that needs to get done. And so far we've got a boot. But yeah, let me know down in the comments or in the live chat. Live chat really has not been, it really hasn't been, active lately, so try to get that a little bit more active, so then I'm not just rambling to myself, because, that's what this ends up just deteriorating into. And then I lose track of time, and it becomes a whole thing. And you guys start calling me crazy. And you guys have plenty of clips that you can cut in Photoshop. Just very bad timings on my part. So I'm trying to get this last piece done before the time gets up. But like I said, let me know what you guys think. Hello, Lewis. Let me know what you guys think about doing just more sessions, shorter sessions. I thought the hour would be good, like I said, because of the just chainmail is just slow in general. So I thought the hour would be good because it actually lets me get done what I need to get done. Maybe not finish an entire, piece on the first night, unless it's a small piece, but definitely, get a good foothold onto it. But maybe 30 minutes is more your guys' style. And that's fine with me. Like I said, after I think after like 40 minutes, I start rambling. And that's not a good look for anyone. So, I'll probably start implementing that next week. So, I'm going to finish up sewing this piece on. And then I will show you guys what we've got. Show me what you've got. But yeah, if you guys are just joining in, this is Knitting with Metal. We do chainmail. This is just a supplementary I guess sideshow, maybe. Just because I like doing chainmail, but it does not it doesn't translate well into like video format. At least I don't really think it. I mean, it can, I guess, but I honestly don't have the time or resources to edit something like that. So that's why I decided to do a live, because lives don't really need editing, other than to put the intro and outro. But that's nothing. I just needed another video to be able to put on YouTube. Alright, so now we have this piece, and I think that ends with us tonight. So basically, once I get this full, I'm going to either attach it this way or attach it this way onto the bracelet, and we can roll it up with a piece of paper. It's not going to be very secretive, but secretive enough. What do we got here? Alright. So, so this is as far as we got tonight. Pretty decent sheet. This is, of course, the 4-in-1. If you enjoyed this episode, hit the like button. And if you really liked it, hit the subscribe button and the bell, so you'll get notified whenever I put out a video. And just a reminder, if you are already subscribed, unsubscribe and resubscribe, and press the bell again, because apparently people aren't getting notified, because YouTube broke their notification system. So, just heads up. But I hope I see you all next week, and have a wonderful evening.